You are listening to episode 20 of the Underhook Show. As always, my name is Steve, alongside my co-host Chris. Chris, how you doing on this Wednesday evening?
Good. The humidity finally broke. It's raining. Sucks, but at least it's not humid. And the last night of Chicago, the last night of, well, no, I got one more night in Chicago, but this last Dynamite, pretty solid though.
Yeah, last Dynamite in the last Dynamite in the residency, and yeah, it was feeling like soup out there, like when you step outside. Um, it's been brutal, but the TV's been good. I've been behind on Collision, but I do plan on checking out tomorrow's because it is a pretty cool card, and especially the title match that we've been looking forward to. But before we get into that, we do have tonight's Dynamite, and I was telling you before we hit record, I was not able to really catch up with much at all this weekend. I don't know about you.
I didn't catch much either. I caught Raw on Monday, but other than that, nothing to write home about.
Yeah, I think before SummerSlam, I'm gonna at least watch the Punk Gunther promos. I haven't seen either. Um, and I think after Dynamite, we could run through the SummerSlam card because it'll be like surprise for me because I straight up have not seen like to what I'm assuming is if not the full card, close to it.
Yeah,
Which they might add
I believe
something.
I believe they released the full card because they released the day-to-day match card.
But yeah, that should be pretty finalized then. So yeah, that'll be a surprise for me. So we can run that down after Dynamite. But otherwise, if you're good to hop into tonight's television, I am too.
That's rock and roll, bud.
A bit of a patient open after they've done a bunch of cold opens where they were just hyping up this title match, that being the All-In rematch, Hangman's first defense against the man he won it from, Jon Moxley. Really, it was more of, I think just because they were settling into the show, I was handling stuff while they were playing the video packages, but from what I could tell, it looked pretty cool. And just, I think they did a good job of letting you know how important the match is.
But yeah, they built it up like it was, or they built it up as it should have been a big main event. The placing of it on the show, a little strange, but I shout out they gave the women the main event. So,
Uh, Not quite.
oh yeah, right, true.
Yeah, but close. I mean, hey, they gave him time though, which
I
is
for,
good.
yeah, that I totally spaced. I forgot the other match happened. Flip
Yeah, yeah,
flopped it. Yeah, it happens.
close enough. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. But point being though, they did get a good slot. It didn't feel like the 2 minute match before the main event. They actually gave him some time. But the first match of the evening, your boys, the Outrunners, in the Newport tights.
Eh, They know what works.
Yep.
Right?
Speaking of what works, I love the fact they gave the Bucks a jobber entrance.
Oh, it was great. Nameplate. Oh, it was. This has been
Yeah,
awesome. This has been funny as shit.
yeah, it's nice because I think a criticism of them is that they have been hesitant to really stooge, and now
Yeah.
they're just like full on stooges, but in a way to where they're still the Bucks when the bell rings. I think they're hitting a happy medium. This was a first round tournament match in the Forbidden Door tournament with no Forbidden Door teams. And my question about that is, I don't know if you saw the advertising for these last few weeks in Chicago, but they flew in like a lot of CMLL talent.
Yeah, I think there was like a Ring of Honor show happening or something, right? That's like a Lucha Libre show.
No, they're taping Ring of Honor at Aragon. Like they're there. They're at the taping.
Okay, okay. I thought they were advertising it as like a special like Lucha Libre show or something.
They put out separate ads just to kind of expand their audience. But my point being is like, yo, if you got Neon and Mascara Dorada there, like, couldn't you just slot them into this tag tournament? You know?
You would think that if it's a at Forbidden Door, but
Yeah, but that
no.
is not the case. The one match I was, because we didn't make any of these, unfortunately. The one match where I was really like, what the fuck? Like, I am really bummed that I'm not there. Is I believe it was last week or it was on Saturday. They ran Virus versus Gelhua on that Ring of Honor taping, and those are like full on like Yave. specialist, and that would have been really cool to see because like I don't think they're going to be rolling out no virus on Dynamite. You know what I mean? So like it's cool. It's cool to see them bringing in guys like if you're a CMLL fan and enjoying different flavors of lucha libre, they're providing that. Unfortunately, just not on the television show though. So, but that has nothing to do with this match. I don't know about you. I thought this was pretty solid. I think this feels like they're starting to gradually give the Outrunners a little bit more after they use the FTR matches to elevate themselves a little bit.
Yeah, it's a good opener. Good tag opener. Sig tights. Not gonna get over that ever. Uh, but like I feel like lately they were big on Collision for a while with Bandito too, like doing the Los Outrunners and it was funny and I think I'm just glad they're on TV because I like these guys from the start. I said there was something about them. I just like them. I hope they keep getting this little push they got going on.
Yeah, because the result was really never in doubt, but I do think that they gave them enough to feel more credible.
Yeah,
Uh,
it wasn't a straight squash.
yeah, yeah. So I had fun with this. Really, the only thing that I was kind of like, all right, that's a little bit of a reach was when Rick Knox kind of put like they did the tip over spot.
PWG spot.
Yeah, to me, I'm like, I don't know about that. Like having the referee involved, but I get it. It's it's a callback and it's like a comedy spot, but that was one where I was like, hey, like something's on the line. Like maybe don't be doing that. But that's a nitpick. I did think this was a fun opener though, and that
And then the coin drops, put the kids to bed. It's time to get your ass whooped. Like,
yeah yeah it's
like
like kids had their fun. Real men's turn, but
yeah, this is real men hours now.
still not used to the music. I guess that was his call.
Yeah, I read the art, or Sundays he wanted to change it.
I
Hey,
mean,
whatever. We'll get used to it.
it's gonna take a while though. I would think.
Absolutely.
Further builds for context. Okada comes out to meet the Bucks, cause some chaos. Swerve comes in, makes the save, and
I'll
not
always I'll always love that stomp to the outside. By the way,
it looked great. Like
yeah.
he didn't, it didn't look like anybody missed him. It was a cool spot. I think now you have a couple trios matches brewing here between this and what you'd see at the end of the show. So you have some stuff in the chamber heading into Forbidden Door, which is about a little under a month away. So it's about time to start lining things up here. But yeah, I thought this was a fine way to open the show, and I like I said, with the Bucks stooge gimmick. I like the gag with they just dropped the nameplate template in and didn't fill anything out. But I'm like, yo, bring back the Comic Sans Tron, man.
Oh please.
We
That
need it.
was when they came out last week. That shit had me dying.
Yeah,
I was I love little stuff like that, like just to break up the monotony. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. This is a nice detour for them too, because it's like,
yeah, they've always been like serious.
yeah. So here they get to be a little bit more vulnerable while they. I'm sure this is going to lead to them turning themselves around and turning face again. But for now, I think this is a really good spot for them.
Oh yeah,
Yes, Mark Briscoe promo. It didn't really get much of a promo here because he got cut off, but that would be rectified later in the night because you know me, I'm always here for a Mark Briscoe promo.
hey,
Um,
two of them in one night. I'm with it.
Ricochet got his pay-per-view catalog mixed up here though because he said he whooped his ass at Revolution, but uh, Ricochet wrestled Swerve Strickland at Revolution.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bam.
Yeah, so that's a well actually moment, but it's also like Mark Briscoe just ran with it. He's like, "Oh, I'll get you back to Revolution." I'm like, "All right, dude." I was pleasantly surprised to see them running back Briscoe and Ricochet. I've waxed poetic about their matches on here plenty, and this made for something that we'll talk about a little bit later.
Yeah, I'm always with it. It was a solid match too. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Good match. I forgot to add it to my little thread, but it's on there. We get to the once again multiple MJF segments on this show. It feels like,
You know, they said Happy Gilmore 2's out, put him on TV.
damn, I didn't even think about that. That's a good point. Did you watch it yet?
Yeah, I watched it.
What did you think? I haven't seen it yet.
For a sequel, like what, 30 years?
Like,
It's
yeah,
good.
damn
It's good.
near.
I liked it.
Okay. I've heard good things. I've heard bad things. I don't know. I gotta
I
watch it
I
myself.
went
But
into it with just like okay, I know it's 2025. You know what I'm saying? So let me see what
yeah.
it's not 96. So and I like it. It was cool. A lot of good callbacks. Cameos were funny. That's pretty good.
Did you see that they're running a Subway ad now?
With Shooter.
Yeah, like they're once again doing that partnership.
Oh yeah, I seen that. They got like some meal or something going on.
Yeah, I just thought that was great because like
Yeah.
the Subway ad was like an iconic thing in the first film. So um, that's funny that they were able to pull that off. But that being said, yeah, this Hurt Business thing's done, and I don't know. I can't help but feel a little bit shortchanged just because. Not that this was my favorite thing on the show, but just for how long we've gone over this, how long they took to set this up, and now they're just pulling the plug on it.
Yeah, it's crazy. And even this here, like more or less solidified it. You know, and like there's no way to turn it back on. Like, oh, don't pull those swerve like wool over our eyes bullshit at the end of this either.
Yeah, it's very definitive. And what now? It's 4 feuds he's in.
Yeah, he's just gonna be on for fighting four people at once.
Yeah, just Maxwell Jacob Friedman making all his enemies, which isn't unlike him, but it does kind of force him to be a central focus of the show. When I still have the feeling that too many cooks in the kitchen for me, but I think they're gonna start cleaning that up.
I mean,
So
if you think about it, if he needs backup, Hammerstone's still a free agent, right? Just saying, we live the dynasty. Just don't bring Teddy Hart back. But
yeah, I don't
uh,
know. Well, I'm trying to think because I will skip ahead. Like they clearly set up a. Well, I guess no. So yeah, I think what they're going to do is they're going to do the match next week
yeah, they
because
announced it
then.
for next week. Yeah,
Well, I was trying to contextualize all the people at ringside, but it's like, well, it's just Ricochet and Gates of Agony, and then it's Brodito and Briscoe. So I'm like, oh, that means logically it would be Hangman and MJF next. So but again, we'll unpack that when we
yeah,
get to
we'll
it.
get to that part.
Uh, Christian Cage promo. Good to see him back. A very Christian promo.
It dragged.
It was very long though. It was, and I could tell it was off the rip because he did stumble here and there. But hey, it was his
Like
first
every
time.
time he said, "I'm conducting business," when he messed up, I saw.
Yeah, because he kind of did the thing where like he like stopped to react at being heckled, but like because of the size of the room, you would have been able to hear it. They mic'd it very well.
Yeah,
So yeah, that was pretty noticeable. And I was just sitting there with my brother, going like, "Man, this is getting long." Like they wouldn't go this long unless something was going to happen. And then he did get jumped by his former stable, and I'll tell you what, man, I thought that concerto looked pretty sick.
it looked and sounded disgusting.
When's the last time we saw a standing concerto like
Yeah,
that?
I wrote lately. They're doing laying down. They never done a standing one recently. So
Like it's been a long time, at least in my memory, but my memory might not be what it used to be. But the path is clear that the Nick Wayne faction will get the first Edge and Christian reunion match, which I think that's fine because it's like
makes
you're not
sense.
burning the FTR match or like the whatever. They're gonna run through all the big teams, so I think having a kind of heel team with, and then they want to put over Nick Wayne, so or at least give him. They're not gonna put him over, but you know what I mean. Like they want to give him
at
that.
least.
Yes, that's the word. They want to give him that spot. So I could see it. Will it deliver? I don't know, but I guess only time will tell.
I will say the next promo should have went before this, only because of what Stoke brings up Coke, and it would make more sense as to why he doesn't come out and save Christian. So, I don't know. Maybe that's a little nitpick. Still not.
Yeah, Stokes been pulling all kind of strings. Got Adam Copeland banned from the building. You know what? You're right. And considering, I'm assuming it was a pre-tape of some degree.
Yeah, you could have just
Um,
ran this before. Well, I don't think so because no, the Young Bucks walked in.
Maybe so, Mason. Maybe that
Yeah,
was the timing on it. But I saw that stare down, and I don't know where they're going with that. I'm good on FTR wrestling the Young Bucks again, um, especially because you'd have to turn one of them face now, and I think it's too soon for the Bucks. Personally, I think we got some mileage on this on the current gimmick. So I
I looked at the bracket. I was like, at first I was like, it's gonna be FTR, Young Bucks. I mean, they could surprise us. There's one team that I really want to win.
who else is it? It's Bro Dito and
That's
Bang Bang Gang.
Brodito and Gates of Agony are facing each other tomorrow.
That's gonna be a sick match, dude.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
and then, but I'm going for if the Outrunners the Outrunners already lost, so I gotta go with Brodito now. Sweet name.
Realistically speaking, on paper, Hurt Syndicate versus Brodito might be the coolest match out of
Oh,
the field.
that's like that's a wrestling fan's dream right there.
That just sounds like a sick ass match, personally, because I feel like the teams are way different from each other, but in a way they also mirror each other because it's like Shelton and Bandito are both athletic freaks, and then Lashley and Brody are just giants.
Man,
That would be really cool, and think there's, I think once Bandito is done with, shit, he's still Ring of Honor champion and he's on TV every week. I think they're gonna really begin to feature him have more heavily. You could do all kinds of cool things there, but the path is as clear as day, right? Like FTR is just gonna win the whole damn thing.
that's where it's looking like.
I feel like you have to commit to it though too. Like they feel like they kind of bided their time after how effective the heel turn was. That you're gonna do the title switch. So I don't know. But a man could dream. Uh those matches happening tomorrow night, by the way.
Like,
I'm also glad I'm also glad that they're still running Bang Bang Gang and just having Juice sit
that's
in.
what I was just about to say now. Like literally
Yeah.
about to say that right now. I was like, I'm so glad they still got the Bang Bang Gang in it. They're gonna lose to FTR, but you know,
Be a good match,
they're
I think.
always gonna be solid.
Yeah. Juice is a good tag worker. Underrated tag worker, I'd say.
Where's
Um
Switchblade at?
Apparently his injuries are a lot worse than we thought, which really sucks. Um yeah, that was
Yo, Stoke, Fleck, Lynch, and at the Young Bucks had me also laughing too.
yeah, because he's like, oh, you're not my boss anymore? Watch this. He's just the best at that deadpan like humor. And I'm just glad he's on my TV every week.
All right, I love Stoke. When he that my favorite one so far, like my favorite part or my favorite Stoke interview was when he called Danielson a raggedy bitch.
He's like, you raggedy
Yeah.
bitch.
Oh,
The delivery, everything.
yeah.
Another great bit, just because we're flying through this, we could talk about Stokely Hathaway for a while. Um, is that when he became FTR's manager and people started photoshopping him into their match graphics, but like tiny.
I think I seen a couple of those. Yeah.
Yeah, like on the Double or Nothing one, they like put him like real small by one of the cactus.
Yeah, I love Big Stoke forever.
Yeah, I'm glad that they found something to do with him. Someone pointed out too, they referenced the Bucks in previous tournaments and did not mention Private Party. Like they like tiptoed around it.
Yeah, I think they're gone, man.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Because I heard the rumor that them and Danhausen,
I could see it,
Danhausen in the Danhausen in the WWE makes all the sense in the world.
which is funny because that was like, the last thing you would ever expect.
Yeah,
And
but like in the new era of WWE, it makes sense. Like he would just fit in somehow. They'd figure it out. He'd probably be a part of the bloodline.
no, they're gonna run him versus Mr. Iguana at WrestleMania.
Take it, dude. Night one
Um,
of main event, bro.
yeah, all written in the stars, man. But uh, we got the what I thought was going to be the main event smack dab in the middle of the show, and I think they did that to disarm you because if you think all the way back, they ran Punk and Moxley in the middle of the show, and they did the switch. I think they wanted people to feel that anything could happen. Before we talk about the actual match, production was on their shit for these entrances, dude.
Mox entrance was hard. Shadow, and it's, yeah, no, and just seeing the shadow creep down the stairs. Yeah,
And then they still nailed that trailing shot to where he's walking through the crowd. Like I sent it toward a Blackpool Combat Club because I still get the names
yeah.
backwards, but every Death Rider entrance, whether it was as a group or Claudio or even Yuta, they found cool things to do. When you have multiple matches across 6 TVs, it's like credit to them. But even they did a real subtle, like it was like a fade shot, like with Hangman, to where it was like his back was facing the camera and the smoke
Oh
was
yeah, and
clearing.
it's like all you see is like his silhouette.
Yeah, with like the crowd
Yeah,
in front. I'm like, dude, oh man, that shit was awesome. I thought this match was awesome too. I don't know about you. I thought this was really
obviously it
strong.
wasn't gonna be as good as the or as bloody, I should say, as Texas Death, but it still got pretty gnarly. They were dropping each other on their head a lot.
Yeah, that was the focal point of the match. Yeah, I have the Texas Death Match ahead of this one. But I just think that these two are made for each other.
But they complement each other really well.
I would argue that this might be AEW's best pairing in general. That's the only match that where they really haven't nailed it was the one where Hangman got legitimately concussed. So like, who's to say? But then that gave us the death match. You know what I mean? So it all kind of worked out how it needed to. But yeah, this was really good stuff. And I like that they were pointing out that every time Moxley was able to pull off a pile driver, it was not in the ring. So it feels like maybe if he did have an avenue to win clean, he couldn't do it. But then when he did hit the Gotch style, Hangman kicked out anyways. And I really liked that. I thought that they did take their time, uh, but I do think that the work was strong enough overall. And I want to go back and rewatch this and pay attention to Hangman's performance more because I'll be real with you, man. I was watching this match, and once again, I was just enamored by what Moxley was bringing to the match. And I'm like, damn, I was watching this, and I was just like, that's the best wrestler in the world right there. He lost the belt, but he's still, to me, he's still the ace.
He's absolutely the ace of AEW. Even though Hangman's champion, Mox is the ace of AEW. Yeah, yeah, this match. It showed to me like and it proved like even when Mox needed to be by himself, he could still do it. You know what I'm saying? And I just can't get over all that damn pile drop. Hangman said, "Fuck it, just drop me on my head a million times. We'll figure it out." Like the one on the stairs looked nasty.
Oh yeah, that was gross. And the apron one too looked
That
like
the apron looked disgusting.
I don't know if
Ugh.
that was just how they shot it or how he took it, but I was like, dude, like I think they did a good job of giving you like reasonable doubt that Hangman could just lose.
Oh, there was a lot of good falsies for sure.
Yes,
They got
yes.
me on. I forgot which one they got. They got me on one of them. I think it was like when he hit the Death Rider after.
Out
No,
of
no,
the
no. Out of when they hit him with the belt, right? Yeah. Oh, I
yeah, let's
thought
talk
it.
about that because I thought that they handled the interference well because the stip was no seconds. Like everybody's banned from ringside, and you think to yourself, well, something's gonna happen because you're telegraphing that.
Yeah.
And I thought they did it in a creative way of causing the distraction. I love that Marina's still the heater.
Oh
Like they
yeah,
still give
yeah,
her that. She did incredibly well, and the belt shot, I bid on that too.
yeah.
I
That
thought that was really really awesome, and it took them to the last Dynamite, but we got our balcony dive.
and the New Jack dive.
I knew Darby. If I'm like, dude, if Darby's here for this, he has to do it, and he did it.
Did it for us.
And what that did was gave Hangman the opening to win, and I love that he made sure to dot his I's and cross his T's, hitting, buckshot, dead eye buckshot to just seal the deal, because that not only felt more definitive, but with Darby kind of causing all the commotion and the distraction, like my eyes just lit up because I'm like, yo, we're getting Moxley Darby. Yeah, man, this was awesome.
That match is gonna be nuts. You thought Texas Death was something. That
They're gonna do
match,
something fucked up, man. That's gonna be depraved.
there's just gonna be glass everywhere. Taipei Death match.
Or do like the was it Cactus Jack and Wing Kanamura, where it's like the barbed wire spider web glass board death match.
They're definitely gonna bring out that trampoline again. One of them's
Yeah,
going
man,
through it, if
that'll
not
be
both.
awesome. Yeah, I think it'll be nothing short of great. I hope Darby's in shape. I mean, I would assume he would be if he's diving off of a balcony,
Yeah,
but
I think we might be getting back there now because he's moving around more. Because
he's moving. That's for sure.
he said, "You know what? I got it. Don't worry, guys. We'll figure it out."
Yeah, like I said though, with AEW, I think TV is always better when Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy are around. So if we get Darby back on TV every week, it'll be a really nice addition, because I think in general that they have something good going for them right now. I think these last few weeks of TV before and after the pay-per-view have been really strong. I'll tell you what though, I was kind of doing the math in my head. I really thought MJF was going to cash in.
I didn't even think about that, to be honest.
It was like 5 minutes into the match, and I was just like, oh no. Like, does that count if he inserts himself into them? Does that count as being banned from ringside? I don't think it does if you're part of the match. And that might have been the loophole, but thankfully they didn't do that. They gave us like a real patented TV style finish where,
A good match.
yeah, babyface gets the win. Heel has something else to do. We have clear directions now. But yeah, awesome match. I really enjoyed this one, as if you
Likewise.
couldn't tell.
I'm with you. That match was good.
Yeah. So successful first defense from Hangman from a, uh, kayfabe and analytical level. Then we got a vignette for tomorrow night. Kyle Fletcher and Dustin Rhodes. I'm really stoked for this.
Kyle Fletcher takes it, or are they going to keep it on Dustin for another?
I don't
What?
know. I think no rules can mean a lot of things.
You just have Don Callis to come beat Dustin's ass, and
Yeah, but I also feel like Fletcher needs to win clean.
it's true.
What I do know is that neither of these men are afraid to bleed. And they gave Dustin one successful defense, so we'll see. If they could drag it out a couple more weeks, I'd be cool with that, but I think the fact that they're going right to the street fight instead of a singles is an indicator that they're going to pull the trigger here.
Yeah,
But
it's going to be nasty, though, I think.
it'll be a cool match, yeah. Also, keep in mind, if you do the switch, I think that that might set up something cool for Forbidden Door. I think because Kyle Fletcher has a past working in New Japan.
Yeah. We baby.
Not I mean, this is a completely different wrestler, but
He's not skinny Will Ospreay anymore.
right, you can do something cool. There's a lot of fresh matchups for him, and you're gonna need to do some interpromotional stuff, because they're really only building. Yeah, dude, that'd be cool. When they let Great Khan work, like it's sick. They just kind of don't give him anything to do.
Ace the
Um,
Great O'Con.
yeah, hell yeah. Then we did get into the women's match that we mentioned prior. This was Alex Windsor and Toni Storm against Athena and Billy Starks. I thought this was pretty good. I think again another one in the column for these tag belts, which I believe Tony Khan confirmed that those are planned. They're just waiting for some people to come back from injury.
Oh, yeah.
But I got to go back and watch the Athena Alex Windsor match. But I thought this was a strong showing for her in this match. I thought they gave her a lot. When you keep up with Athena in a physical capacity, that's saying something.
I gotta go back and watch this match. I only saw the ending.
Now they gave him some time and they were laying in and doing all kind of cool shit. I would like to see more of this time allocation if you're going like women's match before the main event instead of giving them 4 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they,
It's
they gave him enough to do, and they, more importantly, Athena pinned Tony Storm.
yeah, that's right. When I walked back into, laid my kid down, I came right back into the room and seen her hit the O face, and I said, "Okay."
By that virtue,
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they're just not going to have an outright match instead of cashing in like Money in the Bank style. But I think I would prefer that because I think Tony Storm Athena is very exciting.
I'm all for that.
And plus, uh, the 5-star Grand Prix just started, which is Stardom's equivalent to the G1. So I don't really know if anybody will be freed up for Forbidden Door. So you may just have to run that as the Forbidden Door defense.
Unless you get some CMLL, right? Do they have any?
So
Uh,
Persephone's been working on Ring of Honor. They did the Zeuxis match already. Oh no, wait, that was Mercedes and Zeuxis.
Lucy's.
I'd have to see like who they would send because I feel like they would establish somebody else on TV by now.
True.
Yeah. Um, and the Shuri thing, I just don't think that's happening now because she had her elbow surgery.
Yeah, you talked about. Yeah.
Like
So she
that
did
was
the.
so
So she did.
strange.
She did the gauntlet. That was it, huh?
Yeah, yeah, she was not on TV. She went back to Japan. She was with her stable of her kung fu daughters before the tournament, God's Eye, and yeah, it was so strange, dude. They like it must have just been the miscommunication, or she didn't disclose it because they ran the vignette during Supercard of Honor. They wheeled her out there for the gauntlet, and then she tweeted like, "I have shoulder surgery or elbow surgery scheduled." And I'm like, "Well, you're not working no 6 TVs in a month with after soldier or elbow surgery, excuse me. Like you gotta get well." So maybe they'll revisit that if she's healthy for Death Before Dishonor. Maybe she'll be the Athena match for that.
Possibly.
Yeah, so we will have to see.
MJF number 17.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I was about to say yet another MJF segment. Uh, this time getting in Hangman's Grill, and yeah, they're really starting to get the wheels turning on this. But Hangman says, "Well, there's people ahead of you who are more deserving." One of them being Mark Briscoe, which logically builds to what would happen at the end of the show. And man, they're dangling the carrot of a possible Mark Briscoe world title match. That's not going to happen. So that's awesome.
Right?
But
It's like, thanks, guys.
yeah, thanks. Uh, then Willow Nightingale cut a crazy promo.
That's just weird.
This is very weird, and I love Willow. I will back Willow Nightingale's push that has yet to happen. 8 days out of the week, but very strange promo. But I think it'll be a real heat check for Tekla.
I am definitely tuning in tomorrow to see this one.
Yeah, Will Negro
I was
versus
already
Tekla
tuning
tomorrow.
in because it's already a good card, like we talked about. But oh, let's do this.
Yeah, so that rounds out two really cool tag matches. This match and then the Dustin Fletcher match. Yeah, Collision looks really promising for tomorrow. Uh, but it felt like she was just kind of doing shit.
I got some FOMO going on.
Yeah, me too. But that's all right. We'll see if we can brave the conditions because they announced that World's End is taking place in Hoffman Estates, not Chicago. But
We'll get the dog, or we'll get the dog in the sleds, baby. We'll go.
yes, sir. I'll be rocking up in snowshoes or ice skates. I don't know, but I told my brother that they announced that show, and he pointed out that like, well, last couple winters it'll be like shit gets really crazy in like January, February. So maybe it'll be more mild, but I still think it's crazy that they're doing so many pay-per-views in the Midwest like that close together.
Yeah, that's what we talked about last week, I think.
Yeah, I did mention it last
Because
week. So
we thought World's End was going to be like what, East Coast.
yeah, they still don't have a show. I mean, Full Gear still hasn't been announced, which again, that's strange in and of itself that they're announcing the last show of the year before that one.
Well, I figured like they did that just because they're in Chicago.
Right? Yeah, they want the PR on their way out, which I think the residency was a success though. The rooms looked full, they were lively. The shows have been good. Obviously, that's where the FOMO creeps in, but um, I don't know what's going on with the Wintrust thing, man. That just seems just like a accessible, logical room to get to in the city, and maybe they saw that Tanahashi match and they go, well, nothing's topping that.
He's like, well, listen, Tanahashi wrestled his last U.S. match. We can't wrestle anything else here.
Yep, just put it in the rafters. But main event time, just something they did on the show I've noticed with this match and the title match. It just seems like it was almost like they were just running back some greatest hits. Because I think Ricochet and Mark Briscoe had one of the better rivalries this year, just across pro wrestling. And we got another match here in the main event. And just more really good stuff. I think it got a little overboard with the interferences towards the end. But I think just naturally, I don't really know what more I could say about these two's dynamic. Just Ricochet being this sleazeball and Mark Briscoe being just like
Blue collar.
yeah, just like the most likable person in the company. So that in and of itself lends into the match. And then obviously they're both very, very good athletes. So they could do the hard hitting, they could do the stooging, they could do the high spots. Like it's just like a no brainer of a pairing that I think that you could throw out there at any given time and they'll do good stuff. So that's really where I'm at with it. I thought it was also very good.
I had no complaints. I always anything with Mark Briscoe on my TV, anything with Ricochet on my TV, I'm tuning in. I'm good. But I do agree with like the interference towards the end. Got all crazy, but that's a little nitpick.
Yeah, well, like I alluded to earlier, clearly we're getting to the Ricochet faction, which is Ricochet and Gates of Agony against Brodito and Mark Briscoe, and I think that match will be really cool too.
Yeah, hard hitting for sure. Give me.
There's nobody in that match that I don't like.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm horrible with the names of the Gates of Agony, but the bigger dude, him and
Toa
Brody.
Leona.
Oh yeah, give me him and Brody. Yeah,
Yeah, Toa Leona's the heavy, and then like the he's not small by any means. He's a huge dude,
he
but
looks
the
like
more
a Uso brother.
that is Bishop Khan.
Okay, yeah, Bishop.
Yeah,
Bishop Usi.
yeah. But that'll be cool
I
whenever
fuck
they
with
decide
that
to run
team
that.
though. I fuck.
Yeah, I'm just glad Gates of Agony got something to do because I feel like they've kind of floated between factions and like they're pretty damn good. They just haven't gotten the booking. Remember when they did, I think it was end of 23, they did World Tag League in Japan, and they fit right in, you know?
Hell yeah.
Awesome athletes, you know, they could do the hard hitting stuff. I just want to see more of them. They had the match with the Hurt Syndicate this year, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I fuck with that one. And
It
then
was like a 5 minute match that just rocked.
and then weren't didn't them and Big Bill and Brian Keith have like a big brawl too at one point?
I don't know if they had an actual match. That might have been the one where they came back from commercial and they were just
And they were just
swinging.
beating each other. Okay, they never had a match after that though. Damn, I want to see a match with
I
that.
gotta go. I gotta go back through the cage match logs. I gotta get my ducks in a row there, but
I don't remember. I don't remember that. I mean, that was on Collision, but
I just remember them coming back from commercial and just Brian Keith and Big Bill are just beating the shit out of them. Like, yo, like this is awesome.
why weren't they in the tag tournament? Come on. Hmm.
Were they not?
Were they? And I missed it
They wrestled on this residency. I just don't know who. Let me take a look.
because I don't remember. They might have, and I just kind of whoever it was, they lost to them, or they lost.
They wrestled Bang Bang Gang in the first round.
See that? See? Hmm.
That was this weekend or last weekend.
Yeah, I need to go back to that. I missed that one then.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some catch up here. I think over the next couple of days, I'm gonna just like try to just take it slow and do some catch up here and there. Before they went off the air, though, we got MGF segment number 12.
This is great. Make sure you gotta watch Happy Gilmore too.
I think they corrected some things here with how Mark Briscoe handled this because he was just kind of taking all of the verbal abuse, but he had some really awesome stuff here, where he pretty much was like saying how he might be trading seeing his brother in heaven for the fact that he's going to fucking kill MJF and enjoy it. And I'm fired up for this match now, more than I was. Like, get his ass, Mark.
Yeah, they're gonna beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, yeah. I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be next week. And they did like an old, or no, it wasn't a promo on the ramp. It was pre-tape fake out to where he ran in and shit canned him, but then Hangman made the save. I think the fact that Hangman and MJF are just getting closer and closer in their vicinity, I think that's the next step. Whether it's Forbidden Door or All Out, I think they'll get their mileage out of it. But we shall see. But next week, yeah, confirmed for next week, MJF versus Mark Briscoe. I figured you had to do it on TV. Like, you couldn't wait another month.
Yeah, you wouldn't drag that out.
But that was Dynamite. Overall, yeah, really, I thought it was a really good episode. The big matches all delivered. We have some clear-cut avenues for where we're going heading into Forbidden Door season. I just think that I would like to see where the gimmick of the pay-per-view comes into play. I understand G1 seasons, like, we're about approaching the halfway mark of the G1, so maybe that'll change soon. But I would just like to see what they have planned. But do you have anything else on AEW Dynamite?
Pretty solid episode. It didn't feel like 2.5 hours again. I can tell you that.
No.
That putting that Hangman. I first I thought it was weird putting it there, but in retrospect, it was that was the best spot for it with the time that they gave it. So it made everything else run smooth too. So
yeah, because you would hate to see that going on at like 9:50. You know what I mean? They'd have to cut stuff and
yeah. The only issue I had was the stretched out Christian promo, but
I'm with you. Yeah.
Other than that, no issue. Really.
Yeah. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to Collision tomorrow night. Well, tonight by the time you're listening to this, but elsewhere, I mean, it's go home week for SummerSlam.
That it is. That couple good matches.
I have not seen the card in full, so that's going to be a first for me, but I'll pull that up now. So a lot of this stuff is out of context for me, but we could run through this card And you might just have to fill me in on some bits and pieces there if you have it. So
Fill you in to the best of my ability.
gotcha. So this is night one, Saturday night, coming from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. First match on the list: Jey Uso and Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. I don't know why they're just not doing Roman singles matches on stadium shows. Like, I don't know how you feel about that.
I feel like Seth getting hurt stopped that.
Gotcha.
I feel like this might have been Roman versus Seth here.
That
But
would make sense.
yeah, but him getting hurt, they kind of just had to audible. So I know they had to audible a lot of stuff at the last minute with him getting hurt. So
Sure. The thing that kind of bugs me about all this, I mean, I'm not going to complain about, like shit happens when people get hurt, and it's also given us a gift later down the card. But this is so going to War Games.
oh, absolutely.
Like, it's going to be Team Seth against, it's going to be like the same team as last year, where it's like the good bloodline of Punk. So,
I feel like he'll have Jacob Fatu on this side now.
yeah, because yeah.
He'll join Roman and Jay. But yeah, I don't really care about this matchup for being 100%.
I'm with you. Braun versus Roman intrigues me, but it's like, yeah, I'm good on this. The next match, a little bit more interesting. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair challenging Roxanne and Raquel. From what I remember from the Rumble, Roxanne and Charlotte had good chemistry. And I don't remember the last time Alexa Bliss had a high-profile match like this.
Yeah, they've been pushing these two on SmackDown, or sorry, Raw. And they're doing like a weird, like, we're not friends, but we're friends thing with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. And I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I don't want them to, but them titles might be coming to them soon. Like, maybe.
Well, they're kind of doing the sword of Damocles thing with Judgment Day until like when Liv Morgan comes back. Like that blade's gonna drop any day now. I mean, I don't remember when she went down with injury. It was what, a couple months ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. Again, though, I'm glad Roxanne's on the big show. I feel like the Alexa Charlotte tag team is a little actually inspired because I feel like both of them they just did not have a place in that title scene, in the world title scene. So this is kind of just making the most of it and giving them something to do. I think I remember specifically like Alexa Bliss came back at the Rumble and then was just not on TV for a long time. Like,
Yeah.
so it's just, I didn't, yeah.
Like
So,
for like months on end.
yeah, like months at a time for real. Like just completely not involved in Mania whatsoever. So yeah, I'll take a chance on this one. I'll say that.
Will you take a chance in the next one?
Man, I'm good. I just, so is Drew making the match? I saw some shit that he's like stuck in the UK.
They said if he doesn't, Miz said he'll take his spot. So we might get Miz and Logan Paul versus Jelly Roll.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be my plus 10 of the night here.
Yeah.
Plus 10, plus 20, plus 30.
Yeah, I mean, Logan Paul matches are usually my like I head over to the local liquor store during the match.
Oh yeah,
But
no, this is my get a snack. I'm chilling.
yeah, I don't got time for that. But I just feel bad for Drew and Randy Orton. I mean, it's not like they haven't had SummerSlam matches before, but it's just like they're on babysitting duty, you know?
Just Randy Orton just RKO Jelly Roll one good time for me.
There's always the rumors about Drew and his standing in the company, and I'm like, man, I mean, look, if you people always say this or that about, who's under what contract, where they decide to work. And I'm like, I get it. You can't just uproot your livelihood. But I'm like, if this isn't the last fucking straw to go somewhere else, you know, yeah, I'm not into this at all. Speaking of, why is Sami Zayn wrestling Karrion Kross again?
Reasons. I don't know. I think this is like a brainchild. I think of Triple H because like he really like, and I don't get me wrong because I like Karrion Kross too, But I thought we were done with this
Yeah,
at
me too.
the Saudi pay-per-view. But
I feel like this has been going on for ages.
yeah, no. So now it's this. Sammy getting his big win since he didn't get one at WrestleMania, maybe.
I hope so,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
I think you have a genuine opportunity to heat up Sami Zayn into next year, and there's really only one thing for him left to do, that being winning a world championship. So if you're gonna start giving him something, then yeah, he does have to win here. But
I thought they were gonna turn him heel against Jey Uso, and he could have turned. He could have beat Usi for the belt.
oh man,
I don't want to heel Sami Zayn, but
he could do both. I still think he's a generational babyface.
yeah, no, like he's forever El Generico to me. So
Yeah. Hey, he still has that split legged moonsault now and again. But
man, at his age too is crazy.
women's title match: Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. Who's the babyface here? I haven't watched SmackDown in months.
Uh, they're both baby faces, but Jade's been getting booed
Ah, I
from
see.
what I'm gathering. Because she I think well she got booed in Saudi, but that's Saudi. So
Right.
yeah, and then from what I don't know how she's been reacting, like how they've been reacting a lot on TV because I don't really watch SmackDown. But I know it hasn't been good online.
hmm I just look at this and I can't help but question who's supposed to lead this match. Are we there with Tiffany yet? Because I don't really see it.
I guess Tiffany would be the leader for this one. She's the shot caller here.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, they're both impressive athletes, but I'm just like from a kind of wrestling minded point of view, I'm like, what are we doing here? Strange, but I don't know what happens. Who's Money in the Bank?
Naomi was.
Oh yes, she successfully cashed in. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's out of the picture. Again, this is like I'm just totally like
Hey man, this is cool. We can speed run. We're speed run
yeah.
true. I'm filling you in.
Thank you.
We're good.
I'm out of touch because I am gonna watch SummerSlam this weekend.
I work all day Saturday, but I'll catch it Sunday. I'm off, so I'll tune into the Sunday show.
Sunday probably would be the one to watch outside of this main event because this very
It's
much looks like a one match show.
it's got my
Uh,
it's got my match of the. Well, I'm thinking it's gonna be match of the weekend for me.
yep. Before we get into Sunday, I'm assuming main event Saturday. CM Punk is challenging for a world title for the second consecutive pay per view but this time the other world title against the Ring General Gunther, and I'm very excited for this match. I want to see what, just these two minds, what they put together.
It's just gonna be Gunther beating the shit out of CM Punk for like 15 minutes.
It'll be sick though.
Because CM Punk's like, "Hey man, you know what to do.
Yeah,
This is the match I might get home in time to tune in for this, so I'm definitely doing that one."
yeah. I'm just like, I still haven't watched the Cena match, so maybe I can't speak to it entirely. Just because when I saw that it was like, Paul Heyman special with the ref bump and interference and shit, I'm like, like. But I want to see Punk in a singles pay-per-view main event with a clean finish. I want to see what it's not what he gets out of Gunther. If anything, it might be the other way around at this stage. But it's such an interesting matchup on paper that I don't think a lot of us ever thought we'd ever see.
I'm so with it though.
Yeah, I'm hyped for this, man. I
Big,
don't think he'll win.
Big Daddy Walter, come on.
Yeah, I don't think he'll win. I think the Gunther reign needs to continue. I just hope that they don't pull some bullshit and this is where Seth cashes in and it was all a swerve.
I hope they don't. But I
I just don't trust them right now.
yeah, I don't either. Uh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do what I did for All In. I'm saying Punk taking that title.
Clean?
I'm saying yeah, Punk's taking that title. That's my prediction. Punk's winning that title on Saturday.
It's really hard to call because I could realistically
I
see both.
I just feel so. The reason being is I feel like Seth is legit hurt, and they had their shuffling to figure something out. Right? This pay-per-view was made. It was going to be Roman. I feel like it was going to be Roman against Seth. You're still going to get Gunther and Punk, but that's when Seth was going to cash in.
Right.
So I still feel like they're going to keep that still going, and I feel like Punk's going to win that belt. What do you do?
Yeah.
My only fear is what do you do after that? Because like,
What
I
heels do
mean,
you have on Raw though? That's what I'm.
unless you're
Yeah.
running the gauntlet of Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, but you don't know how long until Seth comes back. I mean, you got Logan
Well,
Paul. Oh, he's on SmackDown. Well, I mean, to be honest, he's your top. To be unfair, to be fair, he's a top
yeah.
heel. You know,
Yeah. No. No. I mean, yeah.
I
I'm
will.
looking.
I will say, I'll give him his credit though, because on SmackDown, right after the opening segment, he came out and he goes, "What happened? You guys were just chanting my name 10 minutes ago, Logan, Logan." And it took a second for me to understand what he was talking about. He was talking about Hulk Hogan, or he was talking about Hogan.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about Hulk Hogan.
Too. But I mean, all right. Sidebar. I'd be amiss to say this crazy sport that we love to talk about probably wouldn't exist if he wasn't in the spotlight. Like, he brought the house. And personal shit aside, he created this craziness that we love almost, you know?
I think the best way to put it, I saw someone. I don't necessarily eulogize him, but they kind of summed it up as like, I mean, it's like some poetic shit too. But like the shadow of his transgressions are just as large as his legacy. And I think that's a good way to look at it because it was like, yeah, like he was publicly not a good person at all. um, but it is complicated, but it's also like, yeah, like he did some pretty heinous shit.
Like, at the end of the day, he's like, he has like kids, so like, I'm not gonna tarnish his name.
And
Like,
Tony Schiavone did a good job.
yeah, yeah,
Let me ask you this, and this is more of a philosophical question. I mean, I think all of the terrible stuff with the racism and the snitching for the unions shit with Jesse Ventura, like there's a grocery list, and I'm not trying
yeah.
to downplay any of it
And then they're
by any means.
playing bass for Metallica.
Um, it, is the moment like, is it the right time, like right after it happens, when
No.
nobody's thinking rationally?
Yeah, no, it's not. Like Kevin Nash said it too. You know, like, let the man rest for a little bit before you tarnish his name, you know? And then
I
like, yeah,
I do think those conversations are important to have.
yeah, they definitely, because it's not gonna be the last time we bring this up,
Yeah.
because there's someone who's gonna go relatively probably soon, and we're gonna have this whole
I mean, if you're referring to who I'm thinking of, it happened damn near the same day.
yeah.
For who you could argue like the most famous pro wrestler dying, it couldn't be more appropriate to have the pro wrestlers aren't your friends conversation.
Yep.
I think that's
And
kind of where I'm at with it.
I was telling somebody at work, you have to look at their TV characters. Their real life. I don't know them in real life. on TV. They just take me away for a couple hours of my real life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it's it sucks seeing that because I mean, I was the Ultimate Warrior guy. So how do you think I feel when he grew up when I was, like,
Yeah, that's another
you
can of
know?
worms.
So it's like,
Yeah, look, we're not gonna ever tiptoe around nothing. We don't condone any of that shit. But I think at the end of the
but
day, it's
we
just like,
also won't diss on the dead though. I just won't diss. I won't say anything ill will crazy. Like
I don't really have anything to
that's what
say.
I'm saying.
Just
Like I won't.
yeah, just learn from it.
Please stop.
Don't be like,
Yeah, don't be a piece of shit. Like that. I mean, would be the easiest way to put it. And like, I didn't like the fact that we had to, you know, do three separate 10 bell salutes for this man. But hey, whatever.
on a lighter note, and not to, again, we were just saying like, don't dunk on. Don't dunk on nobody while the body's warm. But like, do you think this was the closest to edge break that Punk got to?
Oh, probably. Man, and he was front and
Dude,
center
he
too.
looked like the meme with the dude with the vein.
Oh man, the kid that's sitting at the desk, yeah, because he fucking uh he was just standing, and he had to be front and center. They put him front and center for that. Like, oh,
Yeah,
and then
the Bad Brains shirt's cool though.
I mean, shout out to New Day for not taking part in that. But
Oh yeah, that's right. I see again. I haven't watched it, so I didn't really
oh,
see
I didn't
who
see who was
participated.
out there, but I just saw like a thing that said like they weren't out there for that.
Yeah, it's a loaded ordeal, but I'm just gonna reiterate what the tweet I saw. Don't remember who it was from, so I like apologize for not giving credit, but yeah, it's like the the transgressions are just as large as the legacy, and you need to be able to discern both, I believe. But I don't really have much to say about Hulk Hogan. So
Me either. But I will say, that one guy, the fan, was his name Terry Hogan or whoever his name was, who used to dress up as Hulk Hogan in the crowd, he passed away. So I'll say he was a big JCW guy. Like he would I think he wrestled I think he was actually like a character on JCW after a while too. So shout out to that guy though. That guy was pretty
yeah,
awesome.
well, Sky Point Terry Hogan and not necessarily
Not necessarily the real one.
Terry Bollea, yeah, but
I'll point
um,
down.
hey,
Thumbs
we'll
down.
leave it at we'll just
Never mind.
Batista style. Now I'm
Damn
playing
it.
devil's
Damn
advocate
it.
here,
Now
yeah,
they got me.
yeah. So look, just move on and just be able to discern the bad because that is important to do. Um, Going back to SummerSlam, wow, we went off the rails
And
there,
that was crazy.
but that's yeah, it is what it is. Um, I gotta see night two now though because night one looks pretty bad.
Night two is bangers. Okay. And I got I will say is that Lyra has grown on me. So
Yeah, what the hell? This looks sick.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Look at this. It's like night and day.
Oh man. Um, yeah, we could take it from the top.
Yeah, this
Um,
is this is my match. I don't care. I don't even. This is my match of the weekend right here.
every tag team on SmackDown is a TLC match.
Give me this. 6 teams. Yeah, Motor City Machine Guns. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be nuts.
Yeah, this looks sick. I'm here for it. I have no idea what's gonna happen.
I can tell you,
Um,
Andrade gonna take a crazy ladder bump.
yeah,
Phoenix, please be safe.
yeah, yeah. Just take care of yourself. This is gonna be awesome though. This is just gonna be a fireworks show. We'll put it like that.
I'm ready. Give me this. I don't even know who you have win. Like, I'm hoping. Who do I? It's hard.
Have Fraxium had a run yet? I think it's time.
I don't see why not. To be honest,
Give
my
me the Fraxium Machine Guns feud.
I feel like it's either Fraxium or you're gonna throw it on Andrade and Phoenix for no reason.
just to give them something to do.
Yeah,
Because I feel like neither of them have nothing to do.
which I will say, like, I like this team. It's random, but I like them. I, they're, and they're
It would feel good.
and they're from what I heard, they're like Andrade's got real good uh like what's the word I'm looking for? He's liked backstage a lot. Like opposed to like last time where I guess he had like a bad attitude maybe. This time I guess he's really humbled himself.
Well, I guess like people were calling for him to be freed because they just weren't booking him. But I will say this: I think it'd be weird for him to win, or for Phoenix to win tag titles with anybody other than Penta.
Yeah, it's really weird that they're like, hey man, you're gonna be in a team, but not with who you think. Which I don't mind either because separate because you're pushing Penta heavy to be a single star over there on Raw. So
Yeah, yeah. This will be a lot of fun, though. I mean, I don't see how it's going to be. Just it'll be a mess in the best possible way. With just there's so many people in this, but like it was Street Profits, DIY, and the Machine Guns, right? The first time
yeah,
that match ruled.
is that
Now
ever
you're throwing Fraxium in there, and
go
then
go back and watch Smack at least the main event from SmackDown Friday and watch how they set this match up. It was crazy. It was
yeah, I will. I know my brother wants to watch the Punk Gunther stuff, so I'll put that on too. Um, I can't say much about this Wyatt Six team. I just know Joe Gacy has a deathmatch background, so like
yeah. Joe
he
Gacy's
should fit in.
the CZW guy, so he's gonna take a nasty bump.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, this should be a lot of fun. I'll tell you what, I'm really excited for Dom and AJ Styles.
Oh, 100%. And Dom's gonna win. It's gonna be great because AJ's gonna put him
Yeah,
over.
yeah. I just think that's really intriguing. They didn't get to do it. To their credit, they sat out.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Um, yeah, that was huge. I want to see what they do. I want to see Dom just be Dom, and damn, it's nice to have AJ Styles in a singles match that isn't Logan Paul. So
Oh
like
yeah,
on pay per view.
I can't wait. This match is gonna be awesome. This whole card, this night two is great. It's like
Dude, this is like night and day, man. What the hell, man? There's a lot of gimmick matches on this too. This feels. I feel like you should put one of these gimmick matches on the first night.
fuck. They said fuck night one. That's raw.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Give Punk and Gunther like a half hour then.
that's Monday Night Raw over there on night one.
Yeah, but uh, the Becky Lyra blow off. I'm assuming.
I
Although,
I feel like
you,
Bailey's gonna interfere in this one.
yeah, yeah. I feel like she's turning heel.
Yeah, she's
I
going.
just don't know how that works, like how that fits in here.
Yeah, she's gonna attack Lyra for sure. So
And I hope they're being genuine by turning the fact that she's being left off of these big four shows into a storyline. Because that the Becky match, or not the Becky match, but it was like her first match after WrestleMania. It was like clear that she had her gear made for Mania and got pulled. I want to see that clearly hangs over the match, but overall this might be my favorite WWE feud this year. This Becky Lyra stuff. I think it's been fantastic.
turned me around. I did not like her at first, but then now like this, Becky's brought the best of her. I just hope it can translate after. If we're going to the Bailey feud after this, I hope that she keeps the same like momentum going into that as she did with this.
The best way I could put it is that I feel like that this was a like a conscious decision to put her with the likes of Becky and Bailey to really bring the best out of her. And not only that, but the other people she was wrestling, like not to shit on anybody else, but it was like they can't really match a lot of the mat stuff she was doing. Like if you go back and watch the Bailey 2 out of 3 falls, it's like I don't necessarily know. I mean now Raw's kind of loaded because it was like the Sky Pirates are back and Steph's on Raw, right? Yeah, like you have names now. Stephanie Lyra would be awesome, but I actually think they're strapping the Rocket to Stephanie. She's got the title match in France. But yeah, I think we'll learn a lot after this match, but I think also that just a crazy blow off to this feud. Yeah, I'm in. This is probably the match I'm most excited for night 2.
Yeah, I'm excited now that with the Bailey stuff coming. I'm excited to see what they do there.
Solo Sikoa and Fatu in the cage.
All right.
This is one where I'm kind of like not. I just don't really have much interest in watching Solo Sikoa wrestle. But I will ask you this: is Fatu doing the moonsault off the cage?
Oh,
Let's fucking go, dude.
yeah. That was gonna be right when you were done talking. I was gonna be like, but Fatu is gonna do the moonsault off the cage. That's my only thought. He's probably gonna win that belt too.
This is like a universe mode ass card,
This is awesome
but I'm here for it.
because this next match is gonna be awesome as fuck too.
Yeah, because whoever, this being women's world title triple threat, Naomi, now the new champion, defending against Io and Rhea, begs the question of what do you do here, because whoever wins this is defending against Steph, correct? In
Yes,
France.
yes, yep.
Might be too soon to take it off of Naomi, unless Bianca comes back.
I see that too.
Bianca's been hurt, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Okay, she could. Because I feel like Stephanie was winning that belt in France though.
Yeah, maybe they save it for then.
Stephanie is over like Rover.
Yeah, and she's arguably like she's one of the best wrestlers in the company, like regardless of gender. It's wild to see that they tried to make her like the head of the NXT women's division, and then when Mania season came around, like, nah, this is below her. Like,
Yeah,
you need to just
she's
roll with
now
it.
gonna be the face of Raw. Like they're pushing her to be like behind Rhea Ripley almost.
A good chance that's your Mania match next year.
Give me that.
Yeah, dude, the WWE's women's division has a lot of good things going right now.
You got my girl Julia with the United States belt.
Yeah, it's like night and day from last year, because I feel like the Rhea Liv storyline kind of swallowed everything.
Yeah.
That was like the A program on Raw for a while, and just like nobody was getting booked.
That was Vince McMahon's last storyline right there.
Pretty much. On the flip side, I remember, like, for example, the Bayley Io Sky stuff got no time on SmackDown because The Rock and Roman were having 45-minute promos on a 2-hour show. And now I look at the landscape. I do think that they need to balance out a little bit. Like, I think you need to balance out the Raw. Like, Raw is just stacked. Like, you need to shuffle the deck a little bit. But I'm like, man, like, they do have a lot going for their women's division right now, and this is a good indication of that. I can't tell you who's going to win this, but that makes it exciting.
I feel like Naomi's walking away with it.
It might be too soon to take it off of her.
I feel like what happens is she hits Io with something, and like how she did, she's gonna throw Rhea out and pin Io again. Get the belt.
Yeah, I can see that too. So the Cena Cody rematch is a street fight. I do need to ask why this and the Becky Lara street fight are on the same show.
Reasons. No, they're not two street fights. One's a no count out, no disqualification match, and this is a street fight. It's completely different.
Yeah, pardon me, but yeah, maybe too many gimmick matches on this unless they decide to move stuff around, which I think night 1 could use one of these gimmick matches, but
listen, I can only see night 2 in full. I'm okay with this.
Gotcha.
Don't switch nothing. I'm selfish. Don't switch.
Speaking of switches, entertain this question for me. Questions, 2-part question. Is Cody getting the belt back, and are they actually going to do a double switch?
I say yes to the belt, no to the switch.
Is it just Cena kind of reconciles?
Feel like yeah, because I want Cody to be heel, but then again, how do you pull it? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how you pull it off. I don't.
It's pretty much a 180 if you have him enter WrestleMania as the babyface champion, leave SummerSlam as a heel champion, and I'm not saying Cody doesn't have it, like have the chops for it, but he hasn't been able to do that anywhere, like at least since AEW was a thing. So that's an unknown because I could easily just see Cody winning, Cena kind of passing the proverbial torch, and Cena taking some time off, and then when it's time for his actual like victory lap, he'll be babyface, and you know some heel will beat the shit out of him. So yeah, night two looks sick. Even if I don't know what a Cena Cody Rhodes street fight looks like with heel Cena, especially with Travis Scott being persona non grata these days.
Oh,
But
so good. I've got to hear Fiend 27 times. Well,
until they use it for the WrestleMania theme song again. But anyways, well, I'm sure we'll have our SummerSlam thoughts next week, as well as the what would be the August 6th edition of Dynamite,
yeah,
something like that.
somewhere around there.
5th or 6th, maybe the 5th. Um, my concept of time is shattered, but yeah, you'll hear all that from us. Before we head out, I would just like to do a shameless plug because I got my ECW series off of the ground today with a look at my favorite matches from 1993, which I understand the running joke of what's worth watching in ECW 1993. Well, actually, a couple of things. So check that out over on the YouTube. And I don't know when I'll upload next because I bricked my hard drive with all of my ECW footage on it.
Yeah, so your status.
Yeah, that was it was the most innocent, like I kind of dragged my hard drive off of the couch. It didn't collide with anything. It just kind of tapped the floor, and I must have just tapped it in the weak spot. So it went kaput. So I got to do some cleaning up and some housekeeping to get back on track. But well, I'm gonna take this weekend and just chill, hopefully, and I'll get back to working on stuff next week. Point being, though, videos out there. I appreciate all the love for it already, and you might like it too. So, Chris, you got anything to plug?
Not at all, my friend.
Well, with that being said, if you got this far into the podcast, we thank you so very much. You can find us on socials at Outer Stevon and The Loserweight. Keep it locked here next time.
See ya.